double standards. So what we know in Jane's case is that she feels that she can't do things, or people are telling her that she can't because she does not want to appear to be offensive or go against some of the taboos of her working organization. But what we also must recognize is that these double standards are double standards. So I have a 5-year-old daughter, and she is into lots of stuff. She likes to swim. She's doing judo right now. She likes playing with dirt and trucks. She likes wearing her tutus to to go, garden with us and pick up bugs and all sorts of just absolutely delightful young lady living a delightful life. I am blessed and very happy. But she has this new thing she's been doing lately, which I think is funny. And I know she's trying to figure out, how does she operate in this gender space, right? And so I don't necessarily want it to be a kind of a binary thing, but that's mostly what she sees, right? In this in the space in the United States. And so she's got these rules that she is picking up, and I'm not sure if it's from My Pretty Ponies or superhero girl. I don't know where she's picking all this stuff up, because we try not to do some of this stuff in our own household. But she's got these strict rules for boys and girls, for men and women, and she's whatever. So and I think it's natural, it's developmental, right? But she's got these rules for girls, and she'll say, girls eat like this, and then she'll act that out, right? And then I'll come back and ask her, I said, well, how do boys eat? And she'll say, the same way. And then she'll move on to something, like, for example, she said, this is how girls fart. And so she demonstrated how girls fart. And so I asked her, I said, well, how do boys fart? And she said, the same way. And so it's very interesting that she, in her mind, has these complexities that she's dealing with, right? Which leads me to Jane's case in talking about her the double standards that she's interacting with, right? And so here's an exercise that I'd like for you to do. So there are a series of words, and what I want you to do is to put those words in categories, right? So which words go for men and women, which ones go for boys and girls, and put them associated. And if you can put those words in those categories, however you want to do that, you can draw a line, you can move the word or whatever. But I want you to tell me if that's a positive word or a negative word, right? And I know that context it matters, so you decide the context when you decide what categories you want to put that stuff in, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to do that. All right, so here we go. All right, so I've given you some time, and I know I didn't give you enough time to put those into categories. But what were some of the things you were finding as you were thinking about how to put those into categories, right? Yeah, when I've done this activity before, many people have said what they recognize is that both of those attributes could go for men or women. However, the nuance that is important to recognize is that they can be for both men and women, but when they're applied to one seems more negative and more positive for the others, right? And so what I'd like for you to do is to think about in your own life, are there double standards that we're operating with, right? Are there things that we hold native English speakers to that we don't hold people who English is their second language or third language or fourth language, right? Are there ways in which we make exceptions for people's behaviors because they've been here for a long time, where for folks that haven't been here very long, we don't hold them to those same standards. And so when we think about this idea of a double standard, what I want you to think about is how can that double standard be limiting your opportunity to develop yourself to your full potential, but also could be limiting others in the development of their full potential, much like how Jane was experiencing asking for that promotion, right? Were there things that double standard could have been limiting her ability to get access to recognizing her whole and full potential?